Hello, welcome back to this channel. My name is Nekesa for those ones who are new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And it's been a while for me, it's been a while, I've not been around. I've been posting videos, yes, but not with my face. I've decided to do this, just a short video just to tell you some reasons as to why you have to learn sign language. And I'm going to read them and also explain where I need to. So, I've written here on a piece of paper, and I'm going to read this and just explain a few of them. So, the first reason as to why you can learn sign language is because sign language is just a language that brings people together. Imagine vile these other languages bring other people together. You find I am a Luya, I find another Luya somewhere, then I'm just happy for the fact that the person I've met is a Luya, and the same for these other languages. That is exactly the same thing that happens when you find someone who is conversant with the language, sign language, and it just bring you together. You just feel like you are a family and you are belonging to something. Another reason is you can also make new friends, and the new friends are deaf, because if you know the language, then why not? So sign language will really help you to be able to make new deaf friends. So my dear, learn sign language, an easy language that can help you a lot. Another reason as to why you should learn sign language, or another reason that makes sign language so important, is because hearing parents can communicate with deaf children. No one chooses to give birth to a deaf child. So if you are blessed with a deaf child, it will be so easy for you to communicate to this kid, and also for you to teach this kid sign language. Or even if it is not your kid, it is your friend's kid or your neighbor's child, you will be able to communicate to this person, this baby, in sign language, and it is amazing, amazing, amazing. I see people communicating in sign language and I feel like I'm just in a small heaven somewhere. So it really helps. Another reason for you to learn sign language is you can communicate easily through the windows, and also you can communicate easily through when you are inside the water. Let's say you are deep sea diving and you need to communicate to your partner who you have gone with, or you're just in the water somewhere in the ocean and you want to communicate to another person. It will be so easy, and it will only be easy if you know sign language and also the other person knows sign language. Then through windows, it is a window. When you're shouting, you're making noises for others, and you just can't shout. You're a gentleman, you're an amazing lady, there is no way you can just shout. So the easiest way to communicate is using sign language, an amazing language, as you can tell. Then another reason is sign language is a 3D language. 3D in the sense that we make letters, they look like letters using our hands. It is not like any other language that we have to write or speak only. This one we are able to write, we are able to sign, and when we are signing letters in 3D. A, B, C, D. You can see. Like, you see the letters. When we sign words, when you sign terms, you see them. 3D. Nice. Another reason for you to learn sign language is because it is a great way of expressing yourself. You're able to show your emotions, you are able to show your feelings, you're able to tell people what you are thinking. But let me give you an example. When you are crying, you are so mad at something, and you are crying and you are unable to talk. Then what is the easiest way you will be able to express yourself when you are in such a mood? Using your hands. Sign language. Easy. It is so hard for you to express yourself if you are really crying and you're like, it's so hard because no one will understand what you're saying, or when you're sobbing, tears and all that, you're able to express yourself and say, I am very sad. You're able to say that, and you're able to tell someone if you want something, you tell them water or uji. You tell them what you want. But when you think of even speaking, you get madumo. So, great way of expressing yourself. Then, another thing is you can talk across a room without shouting. It is almost the same concept as talking through the window, because you are in class, you have your friends, then you are supposed to talk and you don't want to shout, people are quiet, reading or studying. Then the easiest thing to do is using sign language. Easy, right? Then the next thing is you can eat and use sign language at the same time. Table manners. Table manners. You're able to eat. No one is telling you not to eat. You will eat. Then you're also using sign language to communicate. Not like when you're supposed to talk and your mouth is also doing some other work. Eating, again, you have to talk. Bad manners. Table manners. Eat as much as you can, as much as you want. But when you need to communicate, you use sign language. Good way to communicate to each other. Another thing, you can also get this sign language to be a very useful skill in employment. So, you are employed as a cleaner in a certain big company, and they get a visitor who is deaf, and no one, absolutely no one in the company is able to communicate with this deaf person, and you, as the only person who knows sign language, is able to communicate to this person. What do you think the owner, or even not the owner, but the leaders in that company will think about you after you helping them to be able to communicate to this deaf client who, without you, could not do that? You just get a skill that you can use, and that only can help you to continue going to higher places and higher levels. Great skill for employment. Another thing is sign language is counted as a foreign language. That is why every single time you are told about sign language, they always tell you that we have sign language in each country, because sign language as it is foreign, is a foreign language. So for Kenya, they have to tell you this is Kenyan sign language, this is American sign language, this is Ugandan sign language. They have to tell you, because if they just tell you we are going to use sign language, it is general. It is sign language from any country that you are from, and it is international. So a foreign language it is. Learn sign language, learn Kenyan sign language. Most of the signs in Kenyan sign language are American, and it will be so easy for you to learn American sign language if you already know Kenyan sign language. One last thing, the cherry on the top, sign language is beautiful. Sign language is beautiful. How many times have you seen people communicating in sign language and you just feel you are happy and you just feel they're just doing something amazing? Sign language on its own is just a beautiful language. I see people communicating in sign language, I feel amazing. I feel deaf people communicating to each other, I feel like I belong. You feel nice. So it is just a beautiful language that any person who is able to learn is able to feel that they belong to a certain community which is so much loved and so much cherished. Those are the 12 reasons as to why you and me and your neighbor and your friend and your whole family should learn sign language. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for loving me enough to be able to watch the whole video, for loving the language enough to be able to sit here and enjoy my videos from the first one to this one. And thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and also sharing the video to other friends. See you in my next video. Bye bye.